Hi guys, well you know it's about that time for the E-Hub. It's another Friday. It's a girl Neicy and we're back in the E-Hub. We're gonna be chilling with the talented sweetheart of soca. She goes by the name of Rae Charles. She's gonna be diving in the E-Hub in a little bit and we're gonna be getting to know her very soon. For those of you who are not familiar, but I'm 100% sure you're familiar with the music. That's one of my favorite songs from her in the background. Listen, this is the female bubble anthem. So we're going to be chatting with Rae in a little bit. She's already on the live and ready to go. But before we dive into Rae, you guys are share the live, drop those flags and let me know where you guys are tuning in from. If you're not following us on Caribbean Entertainment Hub, what are you waiting for? Head across our link in bio and check out what's trending this week in Caribbean Entertainment news across at Caribbean Entertainment Hub. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for all our events coverage. So today, guest Rae Charles has been blowing up the soca scene over the past couple of years and we're going to find out what is her plans for the future. So Rae, if you're already on, send the request, honey. Listen, this girl catalog is ridiculous. For persons who may not know who is the sweetheart of soca, I find that his name is very fitting, by the way. Thank you. I've never heard somebody call themselves the sweetheart of soca, but following you on Instagram for a while now, paid attention to the funny TikToks and stuff. I was like, yeah, she's a diva when she hit the stage and she have a mic in her hand. But all in all, she's a gem, she's a beauty, and she's very talented. So this sweetheart of soca is fitting. How did you come up with that name?
So it wasn't me actually, it was DJ Judgment. So DJ Judgment started calling me the sweetheart of soca and it kind of just became a thing. And we were like, well, I mean, everybody seems to agree, so I guess let me embrace the name. And I am a sweetheart. I mean, I'm like any other human being. You come at me the wrong way, then you'll have a different side of me. But for the most part, I am a sweetheart. So I was like, yeah, well, if that's what they branded me, I'm taking it. We're going with that. Pick up the fire in the chat.
Nice. So in doing a little research to come on here, you've been singing since the age of 10. Why are we now hearing about you then?
Because I'm a very outgoing person. I'm a very personable person, but when it came to singing, it's probably the biggest fear that I've had when I was small. Like I would literally be singing any and everywhere and everybody would tell me, oh my God, you sing so well or you sing so nice or whatever. But to sing in front of people, it was very difficult for me. So I started off doing after school programs where it had chorus, and then eventually started working my way up to more and more things. In high school, I studied music, but it was really just the fear in me that was stopping me from actually singing. I used to have a friend, one of my best friends actually, she used to be like, yo, if somebody stop you on the street and say, yo, sing for me right now and I'm signing you. She's like, what are you gonna do? You just gonna stand there? So yeah. So it's one day I woke up and I was just like, you know what, I'm ready now. And that's kind of how it started. All in all, really, truly, that is really where this journey began. I woke up one day and finally was like, I'm ready now. I'm going to do it. I can do it.
Well, we're glad that you decided to start because, listen, some of your songs has made it to my repeat list, my neighbors, and them probably fed up here. And so I would be like, so she don't listen to other tune. You see, that's why, that song is my activate song. If I had a funk or whatever, I just need to come out of that funk, I put that on repeat, I bubbling throughout my whole apartment and I good to go.
I love that. Especially because that is what Sweetest Wine is for me too. Is I can't listen to that song and not feel like, okay, get somebody a rude wine somewhere or just get them your best wine.
It is making have an attitude. Some attitude, that song have a spirit. Listen. That song have a spirit that is this connect with women. Right? It is activate something in you. But I noticed I'm listening to your songs and yes, you're giving us the whining anthems. For persons who may not be familiar, just head across the YouTube, type in Rae and just sit back, relax and enjoy. Yes. But you also do a lot of women empowerment music and also you do music that rep for the culture as well. You know, soca, authentic soca music. So what is the influences when it comes to you and the kind of music that you're doing?
So for me, before I was doing soca, it was really like R&B for me in terms of singing,
Okay.
and I think I enjoy when I could sing a little bit on the track. Like, not to say
Mm.
that there's not other soca artists that can sing, but sometimes with the tempo, we don't really get the time or the chance to fully sing. So I think what
Yeah.
I like to incorporate in a lot of the songs that I do is that opportunity to add some singing within it, little riff something here and there. So there isn't any
Showcase
one,
vocal.
yeah. So there isn't any one person or anything that I would say I necessarily like aspire to be like. I just know that for me, I don't want to be stuck in one bubble. I don't want it to be that,
Mhm.
oh, Rae, well, she could only make wind up tune, or Rae could only do
Yeah.
this kind of song. She only good for this. I want to give it where it could be an authentic soca song. It could be a crossover. It could be a bubble. It could be a woman empowerment. And I think
Yeah.
that's really where my mindset is when it comes to the music. It's really just diversifying myself and showing people like, yo, she could sound like this, or she could do like this. And that's how I choose to kind of go about it.
But what I wanted to ask you on a personal level, so your work ethic is insane because you're new to the scene, but the amount of music that you've put out, places you've performed, you're even featured on Fox News, I believe, for Caribbean Heritage Month, like the stuff that you've done in that short space of time, and mind you, in the middle of a pandemic. So you just waking up one day and decided, I gotta do soca music and then go so hard and surpass a lot of people who've been grinding for so long. Tell us what exactly is it, like a team? Is it just you naturally as a person that's hungry for it? What drives you?
So I am definitely hungry for it, and I knew that it was, well, okay, let me kind of try and do it in chronological order. So
Um,
first, definitely is a very small team, but it's a team, right? So besides my family and friends that always hold me down and support me, my manager is as hungry as I am hungry. Big up Daryl Gervais. I don't know if he's in the chat right now,
yes, yes.
but yes, he why we work so well together is our mentalities are so similar in terms of the work and follow-ups and what to come. And before he was ever even my manager, he was just guiding me. Like, he wrote my first song and he was guiding me along the way. And I used to make a joke with him all the time. I'd be like, manager Daryl, man, why not just be my manager, like, just as a joke, right? And then one day on radio, someone asked, well, who are you for this young lady? Because he was coming with me on the radio tours. And he
Yeah.
said, I'm her manager. So I was like, well, you're stuck. Like, there's nothing you could do anymore. But yeah, so our work ethic in general, we built my brand together by ourselves from the
Mm-hmm.
beginning. I mean, down to the social media. I choose and I plan my own outfits. It's only now in this year where there's more of a backing behind the team, you know, like my DJ and people who want to invest and people who see where this could be. That again is a
Yeah.
lot of the work that was put in from the ground with Daryl. So definitely big thanks and big up for him, because wouldn't reach where I am today without him. And then after that, it was really just the follow up, the consistency. With TikTok, when I realized like TikTok was kind of giving you a little space to do a little bit more and build and then
Yeah.
send people to your Instagram. It's kind of like playing on the two, but obviously now Instagram kind of just doing what TikTok doing at the same time. But yeah, it's keeping the team small and being mindful of who you add to the team, because not everybody is looking out for your best interest. Some people just
Yeah.
want to reach somewhere, so they jump on quick, and sometimes you had to catch that. But I think it's the consistency and the drive. I'm just, when I set the kind of individual I am, is when I set myself to something. Big up DJ Private Ryan. When I
Yes. The illest, the
Yes,
illest.
all day. But yeah, when I set my mind to something, like, I am like OCD with it. I can't stop. So I look for like every little detail to perfect, or to add consistency, or to add quality to it. Sometimes it could be a little bit of a curse, but I think that's really what it is, between the team and between my
Mhm.
mentality on how to give things. I just think it really helped push, like when when COVID happened and some people kind of sat back and was like, well, we can't perform, we can't go nowhere, we can't make
Yeah.
carnivals, so we're not making no music. I was on the other side of that, like, Daryl, we need something. We need something. Who ready to put out? Find them. Who ready to leave? Find them. Like, I need to put out something. I need to build. I kind of let what was 2020 Carnival like drop. Like, I did
Yeah.
a lot of groundwork for that year, and Daryl could attest to the pain in the butt that I was on him 24/7. Like, we need to do stuff. And then came the virtual performances, and from the virtual performances that led to when the world started to open back up again, having regular performances and stuff like that. So it's just I naturally just have like that kind of go getter drive. Like, yeah, I'm a natural hustler.
And it shows because being on the media side of things and just focusing on entertainment, like your name would have been popping up a lot in my circles. And I'll be like, it's been a while now actually. I wanted to have you on. Like we'd have always been featuring your music and the new releases when it comes to the soca month by month. It's just Rae, 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 you know. And I would have crossed paths with you. And she honestly, guys, Rae is right when she says in terms of the grind, because I would have crossed paths with you at Soca Love Story College, boy Jesse. And I like, okay, I saw you and I was like, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit to get her on Ehub. And I blinked and you were gone. And then I'm scrolling through Instagram and I saw that you were performing at another event the same night. So I'm like, wow, this girl work ethic is ridiculous. But you're seeing that the work that you're putting in, it's starting to take its own stride, because as much as you're new, you don't feel new to us. You feel like somebody who's been here for like a while doing her thing. So we're looking out when the season comes. It has certain names you're looking for, and your name is in that mix when it
I
comes to
love
like the
that.
woman in
Oh my
soca.
gosh. Yes, I love that.
So
I
whatever you're
appreciate that
doing,
so much.
keep it up. Don't slow down anytime soon. And we're looking for bigger and better things. Look, even the manager agreed. Facts.
Yeah,
Right?
you know, we were there for such a short time too, right? Because I was really struggling on if to come, right? And I
Okay.
kid you not, 2 days before, I was like, all right, Daryl, I make up my mind. I come in. Literally. And so even Jesse was like, yo, if we had known before, like, the way we could have planned this out for
Yeah,
Soca
because
Love
you all have
Story.
a really nice tune. You all have a really big tune together. Yeah.
But at the same time too, he still, with a little bit of time, he put me on it. We made it work, and as short of a time it was, we definitely did a lot of groundwork pretty short. It was a real bittersweet moment, but I accomplished what I came to do, and it was to not lose sight of we are the Mecca, and Trinidad still has to see Rae. So despite of
Yeah.
what's not going on, or what is now starting, or what is to come, I was like, yeah, you know what? It's had too much stuff that's on the radio right now that people probably can't attribute a face to. Go. Even if it's for a little while, go. Showcase
Yeah.
the things that you have, and just remember that home is the base. So I really was one of the driving factors. Yeah.
Nicely. So you are Trini, guys. We
Yes.
make we clearing it up here that
Oh
she
yes.
is
Trinity
Trini.
born people,
Gold.
do not confuse it. I was born in Trinidad and Tobago. Okay.
So where you're currently based?
New York. I go between New York and Maryland.
Okay, so how long have you been out there?
So I've been there for since I was small, because I had a surgery that Trinidad couldn't do at the time. So I just
Okay.
came, and literally it's just been a back and forth. So not a year has passed where since I left Trinidad, I haven't been back to, because of COVID is the longest time I have ever stayed out of Trinidad for all my life. So
Sorry, what are some of the things we could look forward to for from you in 2020? 2022. We know music is a must,
yes.
but we see you on the TikToks, we see you with the fashion and the brand repping and stuff like that. So what are some of the things you have in the works?
Definitely trying to touch as many carnivals as possible from summer to 2023. Visuals, I want to definitely get into more and more visuals with more and more that's to release, but definitely for Adjust Your Crown, that song is my heart.
Yes.
Yes, that is
It's
my
so
heart.
it's like it's like a morning playlist kind of tune, like to start the day on a positive, empowered, grateful type of mood. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
definitely one of those anthems.
Yes, yes. So that is like, I would say to date probably one of the most meaningful songs for me. And that's just, that's just me personally. It doesn't have to be for every woman, but for me, even myself, like that song does make me cry for myself. So working on visuals for that. Where are you going? Daryl, you asking me? Where am I going?
I think you probably was referring to when you said as much
Carnival.
carnivals as possible. So what are some many carnivals we could expect you in? Because places now starting to open back
Yeah.
a little bit. So yeah.
So some is, I think, St. Lucia, Notting Hill. I'm calling it in any order because I don't even know what month is what coming up. St.
You're
Lucia,
just take notes and mark the calendar.
Notting Hill Carnival. Oh God, the one in April. Daryl, what's the name of the one for April? Is it Cayman? I think Cayman. Cayman.
Okay.
One of those. Daryl, help me now. I can't remember.
Manager, we call it in the media. Well, management.
But that's some of the ones so far, and then definitely the regular performances that just come with, I guess, the season for us out here. I'm definitely looking forward. I feel like Soca Love Story and the Taste of Carnival was just that small taste.
It does open up the appetite. It open up the appetite, but we're ready.
Toronto. How can I forget Toronto Carnival? Thank you, DJ Q. That was a beautiful queen. Thank you, man. But I think there's more. I just honestly I don't remember like the names of each one. I have like the calendar that breaks down all the carnivals that's happening, and I have it highlighted. I think
St. Martin. Yes. I'm seeing St. Martin in the comments. So guys, if you want to stay tuned to figure out where next Rae is going to be, you have to follow her on the social media. And like you need to go across the TikTok. Listen. Let me tell you about Rae and her TikTok. Listen. Entertainment for soup. Entertainment for, and I think it adds overall to like your personality, because I like in my head I was like, this is my best friend in my head, because I can see these similarities with the personality. I'm like, this, like I love a good laugh. I could be a whole clown when I'm not working. And I like when you're not taking yourself seriously and you're doing these funny TikToks, I'll be like, seriously, Rae? Seriously.
And the thing is too, is like, you know how TikTok does work, right? Sometimes you sell off, other times it's like nobody don't have no time for you. I don't care. I just be doing my nonsense and posting it on TikTok. I'm like, if they ain't gonna laugh, I go laugh at myself.
Yeah.
Now the TikToks is fun. It kind of it used to be the place that I went to kind of just be stupid, for lack of a better word, but it's like now that Instagram kind of moving in that direction. I'm trying to do it on Instagram, but it feels a little different, if I'm being honest. So I don't know if I would do the same thing with the Instagram, but the TikTok is the more like the real.
It's a place to be. Yeah, it's a place to be free, because I just tell persons, if you follow me on TikTok, don't expect me to be on there all prim and proper. That's my escape space for me to be a whole clown. Allow me, let me have my moment. What happens on TikTok stays on TikTok unless I post it on Instagram.
Well, look, you lucky, because the other day, when I do my TikToks, for whoever don't follow me on TikTok, it don't really have to be that Rae dress up. When I'll look rough, it don't matter. So it had one that I did that Fet Finders reposted the other day. And I was like, of all the TikToks I have, them choose where I look in the most beat up to go and take and repost on Instagram.
But what I realized, like the gift that the pandemic gave us, it made persons relatable, because sometimes as an artist, they would see you in a certain light, which is mostly on stage. And due to the pandemic and persons kind of not traveling as much performing as much, they had free time to kind of show other sides of them. You see a lot of artists doing lives. I didn't even know like Voice and these fellas was so funny outside of hearing voice performing. So I
Yeah.
think like it helps people relate to you. So now when they hear the music and they see you in person, it's like they get a whole package. You
Yeah.
know, they feel like
They
they
see you as
know
a
this
whole person
person.
now. Exactly, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So you,
Samuel Gibson say, what's your TikTok? It's Rae.official. Same thing as my Instagram.
yeah. We're gonna put the handles and stuff, guys, after the interview so y'all could go across. And if y'all missed the interview, stay tuned to the website next week. We're gonna do like a feature and whatnot. So you get all the information, everything that you missed here. But still stay on the interview and take it in. Don't leave.
Pick up Team D Jam.
So you touched on you mentioned fashion. Do you have like a personal stylist, or is everything that we see that's Rae being created? Because you have one of the unique styles when it comes to soca. Like when you see a style, like it doesn't know what you're gonna get, but it's always something that you and see on somebody else. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I style myself. It doesn't always come easy. Sometimes I figure out what I want to put on the hours before a performance or the day before a performance. I just, whenever I shop or whenever I buy my outfits, I intentionally look for things that I have not seen typical to another
Mm.
artist or another individual wearing that still is reflective of my personality. But I just like giving different looks, right? Because I've always been like that even before the music. Like I like finding the funky stuff or whatever
Yeah.
it is. But again, that still makes me feel comfortable with me being Rae and not feeling either too exposed, which sometimes I might throw in an exposed outfit once in a while. But
Yeah.
I just like it to be like you said. I like it to be that you haven't seen everybody in this particular thing that I'm getting. So I try to shop in a place where like more boutique type stores where they wouldn't make as many items so that many people can't even have them. So yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I like when you see because I like to like look at different fashions and pull inspiration. And you're somebody like, as I say, like when you see your stuff, it's not something that you probably see floating on a website or something. It's like, okay, where she got that, or how she put that together, you know?
Thank you.
So
I love
that's
that. And
really nice.
so here's a secret. I've given away one of my secrets, right? People be hating on Amazon, but believe it or not, a lot of the things that I have gotten is from Amazon. So I had when I performed for Iswi in Coney Island.
Okay.
One of the ladies was like, I literally want to rip your outfit off of you. Where did you get it? And I was feeling real shame, right? Because I know the whole outfit from Amazon. The pieces,
Have
yes.
a lot of releases out. You have some collabs. You have with College Boy Jesse. You have with Adam Ooh, and you have your signature, solo tunes. Which song is that one that closest to your heart or has like the most meaning to you to date?
So the one that has the most meaning to date would definitely be Adjust Your Crown. Um,
Hmm.
because that one was just very personal to me and feeling like as a woman, I do think that we really do take on a lot that people the way we carry it, you wouldn't think that we're taking on so much, right? But it doesn't mean
Hmm.
that we're still not looking for somebody to just say good job or I see you. So it's very personal for me because I feel like I've always been that female that's doing so many different things and I never
Hmm.
really ask anybody for help. And sometimes even when people try to help, I don't take the help. So this song to me was a reflection of what I want other females to hear. So you're hearing it from me that I see you, I understand what you're going through. I'm proud. Like I see that you are doing what you need to do. Not throwing any shade to anybody else
Yeah.
whatsoever. Just you as a woman. I recognize all that you go through in the world, and just by being a woman in your birthright, I am freaking proud of you, girl. Like it's a lot.
Nice, nice. Any more collabs coming this year? Any names you could drop?
So there is more collabs coming. I don't know if I can drop a name. I don't know if
Okay,
Daryl is
okay.
there. I
Well,
can
tell
tell
us
you, but
if we getting any collabs with you and another female artist.
so
That would be
yes. I
interesting.
don't know if that will come this year, but yes. the quickest way to answer that one is definitely actually. But I just don't know. It depends on the space and the time. If that could fit in this year, because now that we know 2023 on top of that is happening, it kind of put things in a different, frame of mind now. Because now we had to come back to with the real soca, carnival kind of track too. So, but yes, definitely. I want to. I love all the collabs that I have, and I love with the collabs that I get with the males. But I do think it's important to do a collab with a female, and it is definitely coming. I just gotta tell all you when.
Guys, I tried to make she give us a little tip. I tried. So what are some of the goals that you have in terms of navigating your career? What are some of the things that you really, really want to accomplish, or some milestone achievements that you have in store that you're pursuing, or it's on the vision board of the music? What are some of the things that Rae wants to accomplish in her career?
So one of the quickest goals that I want to accomplish is putting out an EP, which we are working on. And if all goes well, you will get it before the year is up. Look, Friend Striker blowing it up, I'm saying it anyway. EP, yes, EP. When the catalog continues to grow and the brand continues to grow, I definitely want to do my own concerts as well. And I want to reach to a space where there's no confusion as to who Rae is, that the brand stands for itself and people recognize the brand, and that it's something that I can be proud of because it reflects everything that, like, all my morals and all my goals reflect the brand, and people can, like, say without a shadow of a doubt, like, that's Rae. Like, I don't have to question who that is. I know, oh, who's that playing on the radio? Oh, that Rae right there. That, I want to reach that space where there's no more introduction, so to speak. They know who Rae is. So building to definitely get there.
Simply China is saying, Rae, your skin is fire. Yes, you need to drop the skincare routine.
Yeah, trust me, first of all, guys, makeup is a beautiful thing, right? I have breakouts like other people and everything else, but I mean, I don't really have on that much makeup or nothing right now, so thank you anyway. But all I really do is, honestly, wash my face every day.
Yeah, that's simple. It works for some people, it doesn't work for, but keep it simple. Keep it simple.
And I like to use a toner and then a moisturizer. That it's really that simple, and I try to just stay consistent with it. But that's all I really just do. So hopefully it continues glowing or whatever it's doing.
Well, Rae, have anything else that you would like to share before we wind down? Because I definitely want to ask you, like, what advice you would give. I would say for new artists, seeing that you have been in that space and you're transitioning into being more solid in the entertainment space. But what advice you would give for new artists outside of just waking up and starting?
So, I know. Well, one thing I want to say is being an artist and living in the realm of social media is not as easy as it looks. It can be very challenging on your mental health. Believe you me, it's like people see the content and they laugh and they like it and they comment. And sometimes we don't understand how much goes into even producing content. So one, understanding as a new artist that social media is important because that's just the frame that we live in right now that pushes a lot of things. You just have to kind of know when, if you need to take a break, right? I, for myself, very recently went through a phase where it's like I felt so overwhelmed with needing to post every day. It became a point where it's almost like if I didn't sign on social media, I felt like I was missing out on life. Like this is almost like our meeting space. And when you see everybody's posts, it's like you're part of the group that met up for the day. And I had to tell myself, like, great, like, just take a step back, right? So never be afraid to take a step back, but also remember that consistency is key. So your mental health is important, but
I know with what you were saying about mental health, that is a very, very good point, because now in this digital age where everything is so plugged in, having that discipline and that self-awareness of knowing when you need to unplug and regroup because you are human first, you were existing before all of these technology,
Yeah.
is crucial. And as you say, sometimes like the fear of missing out, you want to be a part of everything, and that does take a serious toll on your mental health. So very,
Yeah.
very good point. Yeah.
Yeah. And then outside from that, like I was saying, consistency, consistency, networking is very, very important. Reaching out to people, DJs, promoters, other artists, songwriters, just different people within the industry, you know, with them getting to know you. I think it's a plus to jump on rhythms, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't want anyone to feel that jumping on a rhythm means the work is done for you. It's still, you still have to do the same work, right? Especially if you're the newest artist on the rhythm, you got to
Yeah.
make sure that you being played. You got to make sure that people know who that person
Who
is
you
on
are.
that rhythm,
Yeah.
and you know, exactly, and find a good team. You know, don't rush the team. Find people who genuinely want the best interest. Everybody want to benefit at the end of the day, right? You can't fault them. But there's people who want to benefit and actually see the vision that you have for yourself and where you want to reach. And then there's those others who just they're yes man and they just want to be a part of the team so they could reach, and they're really not beneficial for you at all. So
Yeah.
find good people to be on your team. Having good management, I think, is very important for a new artist. And I was definitely blessed to have that almost entering this, right?
Yeah.
And not everybody has the same thing. And I think that it's a lot different when your manager takes a lot of the no's or the comments or the whatever the remarks may be, and you don't have to personally bear that. And even in just doing somebody networking in a sense for you, because they also reaching out to the promoters and the DJs and the so and so's. So know who you are and stay true to that person. Speak your mind, know how to read the room, and just move with sense. That's really it.
No. Ray on the live dropping gems. Snap, snaps.
Thank you,
Well,
thank
Ray,
you.
this was definitely an amazing conversation. I know Flo or whatever internet forces was fighting it, but this is the first of many. From one woman to another. Just want to tell you, keep up the great work. We see you. You know,
Thank
we
you,
see you
thank you.
rapping, we see you going hard, and you are inspiring a lot of persons, whether you know it or not. So just keep up the good work, keep going. Hopefully next time we cross paths, we have time to stop and chat.
Yes, yes. I'll make sure this time. I'll be like, yo, Dara, hold up. Wait, give me 5 minutes.